Hey folks, welcome to Homegrown Radio. Tonight's special guests are the Steady Eddie duo, streaming live here from Locals Tavern. Hit it, guys. Woo!
You're much too kind. Thank you.
There's pigeons down on Market Square. She's standing in her underwear, looking down from a hotel room. And nightfall will be coming soon. Oh my, oh hell yes. You got to put on that party dress. It was too cold to cry, and I woke up alone. I hit my last number and walked to the road. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again. right, that sounded just like the record. What's up, Ron? Some record. Yeah. We started with that for you, Mary, because, you know, your middle name is Mary Jane Byrne, right? Yeah. All right, we're going to try to play a sensitive ballad for you now. Twitter's blowing up all over the world right now. Yes. They ain't never heard nothing like that before. All right. Let me introduce my partner here. This is Greg Miller, the pride of Laurinburg, North Carolina.
Thank you, Mark.
That's right. We're going to do a little something by a little British psychedelic band from the 60s, 70s. Got the pick in place? I'm going to need that in a minute. I'm going to need it in a minute, Mary. This is utilitarian. This is not a bangle. Yes, yes. I don't think I'm quite sweaty enough for it to stick good, but I hope it'll stay there. Yeah, there you go. Yes, can I lick it and stick it? I think that's a James Brown line there. Take a sip of the bevy here.
Shall we?
You ready to have the acid flash forward?
I'm already there.
All right. The lunatic is on the grass. The lunatic is on the grass. Remembering games, daisy chains and laughs. Got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatic is in the hall. The lunatics are in my hall. The paper holds their folded faces to the floor. Every day the paper boy brings more. And if the dam breaks open many years too soon, if there is no room upon the hill, and if your head explodes with dark forebodings too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. The lunatic is in my head. The lunatic is in my head. You raise the blade, you make the change. You rearrange me till I'm sane. You lock the door, throw away the key. There's someone in my head, but it's not me. And if the cloud bursts, thunder in your ear, you shout and no one seems to hear. And if the band you're in starts playing different tunes, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Very sensitive. you taste, all you feel, all that you love, all that you hate, all you distrust, all you say, all that you give, and all that you deal, all that you buy, beg, borrow, or steal, and all you create, and all you destroy, and all that you do, and all that you say, and all that you eat, and everyone you meet, all that you sight, and everyone you fight, all that is now, and all that is gone, all that's to come, and everything under the sun is in tune, but the sun is eclipsed by the moon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey, folks, while these guys are getting over here so we can have a little chat with them, I'd like to remind you that tonight we have $3 imports and $3 wine and $4 rum and cokes. This weekend, we've got TNT on Friday night and Stereotype on Saturday night. And come on over here. We want to talk to you. Come on, get over here. Let me give you this microphone.
Yes. I love being on the TV.
Do you? I love the TV.
Thank you, thank you.
Y'all have to share that. All right. Steady Eddies.
Yeah.
Where did you get that name? Where'd that come from?
Well,
Talk to me.
actually, Hal Smith coined the phrase at the Isaiah Festival a while back.
Really?
Came up to Eddie Todd and said, "Rockin' Steady Eddie." And I kind of heard that and just took note of it. And when we were sitting in the band room trying to come up with the endless bad name, so I threw that out there. And it's not that that was a great name. It's just that
So it's got nothing to do with your drummer, who actually isn't here this evening, but
a little bit. There's a little Eddie in all of us. That's
there's a little Eddie in all of us.
Eddie says it's not actually named after him.
But actually Hal Smith, so we can thank Hal Smith. for
Right
that.
on.
So
Yay,
thank you,
Hal Smith.
That's right. And by the way, Hal, I've got a molar that's killing me. So.
Yeah, you're going to need to talk to him about that later. So
It's a canine. I'm sorry.
hey, wait, that's a dog.
no,
Never
it's a
mind. Oh, it's a tooth, too.
Yeah.
So, talk to me about your origins. You were telling me earlier that you're from this area.
No, I'm actually a pygmy.
No, you're not.
but
you are
I'm-
not a pygmy.
That's true. But yes, I'm from Wilmington. I was born right here in Port City at James Walker Hospital,
What high school did you go to? Because that's very
What time?
important here.
New Hanover High School.
I've learned
yes.
that. Yay,
I'm not
New
going to say what
Hanover.
class because it was before they
Don't-
had years. Yeah.
What about you?
Originally from Virginia, born in Hampton, Sydney, and then grew up in Laurinburg, a little town, a couple hours from
Laurinburg,
here.
right on. Cool.
Laurinburg.
So tell me a little bit about growing up. Did you grow up in?
No, we
No,
didn't.
you,
We still haven't
they
grown
still
up.
haven't grown up,
That's
and
why we're
actually,
musicians,
many of
Mary.
us
One day we're gonna
here
be
really
somebody.
haven't grown up.
Yes.
But tell me a little. That's right. That's coming from our studio audience. They are not into growing up at all,
We-
which I support somewhat.
We haven't grown up physically or mentally. Yes. Yes. Right.
So when you were when you were
Greg's been
a
good
child
Yes.
in your parents' home,
Okay.
what type of musical influence did you have?
Well, I started playing trash cans upside down and
Did you
tennis
really?
rackets. And I had two older brothers.
Brother Bill's in
Yeah, I had two older brothers, and so, you know, we used to sit in the garage in Hampton, Sydney, and strum on rackets, and we had 2x4 with a nail in it, a little Dixie cup. That was the microphone
That's
stand,
great.
And played a Beatles record. So I
That's
guess Beatles,
awesome. So you were into the Beatles.
Yeah, I mean, having two older brothers, they expose you to music a little quicker than I might get to
Absolutely.
it on my own. So that was pretty cool having that.
No doubt about it. Did you have any formal training?
Learned how to tie a bow tie.
You learned how to tie a bow tie, which is very
Formally.
important, sorta.
Formerly self-taught. I did a short stint at Berkeley in Boston in the
Did
early
you?
80s for about
Great.
a year and a half. So just was there long enough to get really confused and figure out I had no idea what I
Really
was doing.
confused and figure out you needed to do your own thing.
But yeah,
is
so-
what I suspect.
Formerly self-taught is the kind of the thing.
Right on. What about you, Mark?
Well, my dad was a DJ at a radio station, so I
Really?
spent my formative years crawling around on the floor of a radio station.
No
So
kidding.
I
Tell
got
me
into
about
music
that.
sort of sideways that way.
What radio
It's
station?
WGNI. It's totally different format than now than then. This was
Right.
early '60s.
So what kind of
Yeah.
stuff did your dad listen to?
It was like, it's not really what he listened to, but what he played on the radio.
Right.
And it was more, like Beatles, Elvis Presley, whatever was top 40 in the '60s.
At that
kind of
point in
stuff.
time.
Yeah, so it was a lot of good music. The
Now, was he a
Supremes, all that
musician?
stuff. I wouldn't go that far. yeah. He had a good radio voice, though.
He had a good radio
Yeah,
voice. Well,
yeah.
that's important to have,
Yeah.
especially if you're a DJ.
So I kind of got my musical.
So
stuff.
how did so I know that you play a couple of different instruments. So how did you evolve into that?
I think Greg and I both are probably guitar players first, bass players by
Mhm.
necessity.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
right.
Cool, right
we had,
on.
We had a band that we auditioned, I think 11 bass players once upon a time. And finally I just said, let me try it,
Well, I know you guys were telling me that you travel a lot for your gigs. I mean, how far off do you travel?
Virginia, I guess.
Oh, Virginia.
Yeah.
You travel as far as
Washington,
Virginia.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Washington Lee University. You know
Oh,
where that is?
very of course. Yeah, I do. I know exactly where
We had a
that
frat
is.
party there, which was pretty much crazy
That's
all
awesome.
the way through.
And what about original music? I know you guys play a lot of covers, but what's
Steady Eddie's is mainly a cover band. No originals there, but we might throw a couple originals we worked on last night.
so you do
We
have a
aren't.
couple?
We'll
Yeah.
do them later.
How about playing them for us? Would you mind?
Mm.
Right on. Let's
You
hear
might
them.
mind, but we won't.
We'd love to hear them. Thank you.
All right.
Woo.
Oh, yeah, we don't have any. So, let's see. What are we gonna do, G?
I guess let's do Vlad.
Vlad?
Mark, I'm gonna
This-
let Mark tell you
The
that.
song's called Vladivostok.
Good luck.
I write weird songs. That's why it's not good for the band to play them, Vladivostok. It's a city in the far east of Russia, right near Japan. It's not a bad place in the summer. Yeah, so as I was saying, this song's called Vladivostok. Not a typical pop song name, maybe, but
It's Miley Cyrus. Right?
yeah, this song kind of blends Asia and Europe together in one pancake. That's what it does. Vladivostok's not such a bad city in the summer. I can't take it in the winter 'cause it's got too much weather to be under. But when spring rears his head, this sleepy bear crawls out of bed. And the lovers holding hands on the sea of Japan. It's a beautiful sight. And the
her mafia men light Havanas with Chinese yen. Can you give me a light? 'Cause the power's out all over town tonight. Vladivostok rolls off your tongue, cool and smooth as a ball bearing. The syllables mesh together like a Chaika limo's hearing. There are too many Russian words whose joy is in the hearing. If Mother Russian is the tongue, Vladivostok is the earring. Sweet young Katya, blessed with a ballerina's grace, walks the skya. Her mother is just glad she found a trade. She's got an understanding pimp, lets her keep 15%. And she stays warm through the night with pepper vodka and China white. When she nods, she dreams that her oven's rich and her needle is clean. Vladivostok rolls off your tongue, cool and smooth as a ball bearing. The syllables mesh together like a Chaika limo's gearing. There aren't too many Russian words whose joy is in the hearing. If Mother Russian is the tongue, Vladivostok is the earring. Vladivostok. Now you see why we do cover songs, right? He was like, what the hell's that mean?
I can't even spell it, so.
Bladivostok.
But you asked, Mary, so we'll do one more original.
We're going to round and round it, Greg?
I guess so.
This is a song I just learned yesterday.
Me too.
Maybe learned it yesterday. Really? Yeah. Yeah, it better be. Because it's going to have to be good without me knowing what I'm doing. This is a song Greg wrote. It's called Round and Round. Not the song by Rat, though. No, not the hair metal song. Bombs keep on ticking.
No practicing now.
I'm just practicing. Yeah. Not by killing
I don't know if I'm going to be in tune or not. Let's see what that does.
many lie dead. World's falling apart. I'm busy practicing right now. We tune because we care, as Neil Young says. Play it pretty.
Time stays still, but the bomb hold peace in my heart. 'Cause the world's falling apart. Round and round we go. Change can be very slow. Round and round we go. Hope is all we know. Constant confusion between right and wrong. Constant illusion between kings and pawns. Look at all the clouds with their painted on smiles. Look at all the children with their hungry frowns. Got to be a better way. Round and round we go. Change can be very slow. Round and round we go. Hope is all we know. There's a better place for you and me. A place where love grows and hearts are free. We're all just people trying to find our way. We're all just people hoping for a better day. For you and me. Round and round we go. Round and round. Round and round we go. Round and round we go.
Wasn't that pretty?
That was real pretty. Come on over here. Well, how'd something so sensitive come out of there? What's going on with that? But you managed. Hey, we're streaming live from Locals Tavern. Tonight's specials are $3 imports and $3 wine. We have $4 rum and cokes. And this weekend, we've got TNT. And Saturday night, we've got Stereotype. So thanks for joining us this evening. And thank you guys. That was a beautiful song, by the way.
Thank you.
Loved it. What inspired that? Didn't think I was
wrote
going to
that
ask you
song,
something
yeah.
personal.
It's an old song. I wrote it. In fact, I haven't played it since '91. I had to dig out a cassette.
91.
Wrote it right. Well, 90 or '91. I wrote it right before.
You know, there
First
are people.
Gulf War.
There are people out there right now that don't know what a cassette is. You never heard of one?
But it was just right before the first Gulf War, and just kind of.
Running around the cemetery.
Well, that's right. Actually, the song originally was called Meadows of Stone. Thank you. I forgot about it. It's been a long time. But the song was originally called Meadows of Stone. And I used to run around this cemetery because it had a great little track to it. So it was kind of a
Wow.
strange, round and round the Meadows of Stone was the first
Right.
seed of the song. And it was kind of strange because as I'm running to try and get a little healthier, I'm just running around all these dead people. So
That's
it was
interesting.
an interesting concept. Later on, when I kind of fleshed the song out and went back to it, I shifted it a little bit. I got rid
That's
of
very interesting.
the cemetery vibe. But
So let's talk a little bit about what you guys, are you guys musicians? Is that what you do for a living?
Are we musicians?
Do you have day jobs?
No, we're not
or-
musicians.
No, we're not musicians.
Are you crazy? Have you been
We have
listening?
to eat.
Yeah, have you been listening to us? Yeah.
waiting to get
Yeah.
found out.
We
Come
are,
on
we
now.
are entertainers.
Ah,
We're not
the
musicians.
distinction. You're the first
Yeah.
one to be on here that actually makes that distinction.
Yes, we're entertainers.
But I
No,
disagree.
Yeah, I teach guitar during the day.
And where do you teach guitar?
Music Loft.
And
Yo,
do you-
Rob. And Greg does some studio stuff.
Yeah, in Laurinburg, I had a studio for about 15 years.
Mhm.
And that's kind of what I did as my day gig. And moved here. And I still do some remote recording, but I don't have a commercial facility.
Nice.
So
Ni-
we need
so-
gigs.
Yeah,
So we need gigs.
Yeah.
So have you guys, so you pretty much have been doing this all your life, dare
Yeah,
I
that's-
say?
Yeah. We're-
So do you have families? Do you?
Yeah. No, I have a girlfriend.
I'm just curious. I mean,
Same.
like, how do your families deal with, I mean, you're
Yeah.
traveling.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on, you know. I mean, you have to pretty much be away a chunk of time if you're traveling. I mean, how does that all
Yeah.
work for you guys?
I have a very understanding girlfriend of
Indeed.
many years.
Cool.
So we have a very cool relationship,
Nice.
and it's no problem at all. No kids, just cats.
That's even easier.
Yeah. Greg's got a wife that's the same way.
Yeah, she's
No
great.
kids, just
Just
cats.
had our 17th wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations. That's wonderful.
On the 14th. Couple
That's
weeks ago.
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's really, really good to hear.
She met me. I was a musician, so she knew what she was getting into, but she's great.
She knew.
Yeah.
She knew the deal. So,
Shout out to Amy and Sue.
so when you guys are out on the road and you're traveling and
Drinking and carrying on.
carrying on the way y'all do, so what happens when somebody forgets something or makes a mistake or just generally messes up?
You mean
How
on
do you
stage?
guys, on stage, in general, what happens? How do you guys deal with that?
Since that's all we do, we're just used to it.
Really,
We're
when you
used
don't
to
make
it.
a mistake, we, do, we call it, well, actually, when you make a serious mistake, we do a penalty shot. You know,
Yeah.
it's a penalty shot.
You call it what?
A penalty shot.
Yeah.
A
So if,
penalty
if we're playing in a pub, you have to do a penalty shot. If you really
So how
screw
long
up.
have you guys been playing together?
3 years.
I think our first gig was August 2010 in Little Washington, a place called the Pirates Pub.
Oh,
We've been there for a long
wow.
Time, yeah.
Washington, North
So,
Carolina.
North
So you
Carolina.
guys just met 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we started rehearsing probably in the summer there sometime. So.
That's great because your harmonies are amazing. I mean, they
Well,
really are. They're
We
amazing.
joke we got one good voice between us, so we got
Yeah.
one solid voice
Yeah.
between us. That's
Right.
yeah. You
One
separate-
solid
there's good
voice.
naked and there's bad naked. So.
It's like people ask me, how do I play bass and sing at the same time? I say, well, I can't really sing, and I can't really play bass, so I just put the two together. Yeah.
So if a kid came up to you who wanted to do this for a living, what would you tell them?
Go to law school.
Everybody says that. I have not had one person come up here who says, "Yay, be a musician." Everybody says it's a vocation, right? I mean, really, it's a vocation. It's like being a nurse or, you know, a teacher, something along those lines. You really have to want to do it.
And it takes so much work just to you know. I was trying to keep this medium level of suckdom going. You still have to work your tail off. So.
Right.
You know, you get what you put into it. And that's the beauty of it. You know, the more you play, there's always something else to learn. So the more you
Always
do it,
learning.
you never get it. So that's kind of fun and it's kind of frustrating at the same time, but
I would agree.
it's mostly fun.
I would agree. There's no doubt that it has to be something that you're burning to do. Otherwise, it's not the easiest lifestyle.
No.
I mean, it has all this glamour sort of around it, but at the end of the night, when you're packing stuff up and putting it away, that's not so glamorous.
You're always just as good as the next note you play. So it's pretty humbling actually.
So very, very true. So where are you guys playing next? What's going on?
Friday night, the Steady Eddies are playing at the Mad Boar in Wallace.
Mad Boar and Wallace?
And then Saturday morning, Greg and I are playing in Burgaw at the Advanced Auto for a...
Advanced Auto?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Juvenile diabetes
I should
fundraiser.
bring my car by. We'll talk about my car after the show. So where can people find you if they want to look you up? Where can we find you?
TheSteadyEddies.com.
SteadyEddies.com. There you have it. Right on.
Friend us. We're on Facebook, but all the links are there. So
Cool. So all the links are at SteadyEddies.com. Right on. So would you guys like to play a few songs for us to close the show out?
sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you,
Steady
Mary.
Eddie, guys.
I'd like to thank Mary
Thank
for
you so
promoting-
much. You guys are the best.
Yeah, we'd like to thank you for promoting local music like you
Oh,
do.
my pleasure. I
Yeah.
love it.
Thank you.
It's a vocation for me, too, obviously. So I'd like to go ahead and make a shout out before these guys start playing. We started the show late tonight because of Tommy Hutchison passed away, and we decided to stop by his memorial and pay our last condolences. And also I'd like to give a shout out to Dwayne Hogan from Snack Cracker. We just heard that your father-in-law, Ronnie Smith, died, and we would like to go ahead and tell you how very sorry we are for your loss. But in the meantime, let's rock. You bet.
I just saw Dwayne Saturday night.
Did you?
Yeah, he came out when we played at Flounders.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Huh? Yeah. Got a little bit of feedback. Feedback, yeah. Yeah. That's what you put on a cow, right? Sound like you were playing something by the Eagles for a minute.
Right.
You got the wrong animal. It's the Beatles, not the Eagles. Yeah. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I said, it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I said, it's alright.
Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I said, it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I said, it's alright. It's alright. All right, thank you. Something by the Beatles. What you want to do?
Hey, Mary, could you cut those mains down just a little bit, please, dear? It's feeding back just a little bit.
What you want to do, Cat? The way? And some feedback on a. That note's kind of wanting to. How about some fastball?
Fastball?
You throw him a fastball?
All right.
Ron, this is for you. I understand you had a little something to do with baseball once upon a time. Yeah, yeah. So we're going to do a song by a band, little-known band, kind of forgotten, called Fastball. But they had a song called The Way back in the 90s that was kind of a catchy little pop number.
Made up their minds and they started packing. They left before the sun came up that day. An exit to eternal summer slacking. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? Drank up the wine, and they got to talking. They now had more important things to say. And when the car broke down, they started walking. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. It's always summer, they never get cold. They never get hungry, they never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. The children woke up and they couldn't find them. They left before the sun came up that day.
just drove off and left it all behind them. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walked on is paved in gold. It's always summer, they never get cold, they never get hungry, they never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. Today. Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. It's always summer, they never get cold, they never get hungry, they never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. Today.
Close enough. That was it. One more? All right, one more.
What you guys feel?
What you feel like, G? Any requests from the Peanut Gallery?
I'll tell you what, let's do. There you go.
Do what? Oh, okay, okay. All right.
All right.
A little something by Grand Funk when they were still a railroad. Yeah. All right. We've had an interesting afternoon or evening, haven't we, Mary? Yes, we have. Yeah. We've done things that we weren't expecting to do when the day started. At least I wasn't. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
This next one, this is for Sue and JD.
Yeah.
Say it formally. Appreciate all you guys do.
Yeah, we
It's
do.
really cool. Y'all work tirelessly on it. So it doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of every musician out here. So very cool. Very cool.
All right.
All right. So we'll try not to screw this up for you,
Key of-
Sue.
What key we doing this in? F?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Steady Eddies, folks. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and that concludes Homegrown Radio for this evening. Thank you so very, very much. You guys are the best.
Thank you, Mary Byrne.
Thank you. And good night.